What's good? It's your boy Atric back with another video. I'm just gonna break down like kinda Detroit beat, but it's also kinda not a Detroit type beat. At a more quicker BPM, 172 BPM, so more on the quicker side. But just let's go breaking it down. So to start out, I had like this simple melody in Analog Lab. It's from electric piano. This preset. I just had like this really harsh frequency I did not like, so I just cut it out. I added halftime, added some compression, isotope vinyl to give it like more of this washed dirty touch, magic switch, which is like kind of a chorus effect, pitch drift to make it even more like, I don't know, a dusted feeling I guess. Added another vinyl. That's how it sounds like without halftime. And one secret for having your melody sound better is one, just have them simple, like really simple. And number two, they should have like some sort of rhythm to them. And then what I did, I just switched up the bass notes and then also pulled down these, and these were like the same. For example, up here, if you want to fill the gap between two notes, sometimes can happen to just have like a bridge note. I mean, it sounds cool. And this one just adds like this little, I don't know, this little thumb. And also a nice tip for melodies, having them go up and then fall off. But you don't want to have them come to the highest point immediately, because back here, for example, it just adds like, I don't know, it just adds a lot emotion in my opinion. Then I did add halftime. Then after that I rendered it out and I did pitch it up 5 semitones. Just played around with this preset to give it a bit of like a bouncy like gate effect and just have it more rhythmic. And after that I was feeling like some kind of vocals in my melody, so I just added this distant voices from Arcade. Like these distant voices, they're really good for ambient choirs. And then I just cut all the lows and lower mids and just left it in the higher mids. Added a lot of reverb, like this for on preset. Then after that I added like this kind of weird sound. It's like from Expand, the granny clavinet. I cut all the low end because of my halftime melody. It was already filling a lot of the lower mids, so I did not want to get too muddy. So if you have like a lot of melodies playing the same space, especially low mid, it can sound just gets too much. In this case getting muddy, so I was just cutting all the low end. I gave a bit more boost to the presence, then I just added delay and some reverb. And this one also really simple. Yeah, then I got like this one going higher up and then falling off, and then here's like the highest point, to also like add bit emotions to it. But this should just be like a sparkle in this case. And then I added piano. I had like this Silhouette Noir preset from Analog Labs, which sounds really good. Yeah, it's like really simple. I just got my bass notes, my bass line, which is E my root note, then C and then B. And especially like using half steps adds like a lot of emotions. Like for example these falling half steps, they're like more sadder, and if you got like rising half steps, for example let's say these two, it's like more tension building. So it depends what you want to try or achieve, but for like more darker, more emotional kind of melodies, you usually want them going down. Or yeah, and then I had like a simple top line, which I started out by copying these overs, and then I just run and edit this like these notes and these notes, this note, and then I just copied it over. After that I was just playing with the rhythm a bit, because I just pulled these over to like for example the 3. Yeah, just to give it like a bit more bounce, make it more interesting by varying the rhythm of my melody, and then again I just added like the highest part again for a bit more like bounce and emotional emotions. Bro, my English is bad today. And then that's how the melody sounds. And I added like this tape cassette preset to again just make it more dirty, more washed. And like this tape cassette 2 preset is for free. I would suggest it's really good. Then after that I added my snare. Like nothing too, it's like simple snare pattern. I was sitting on the 3, and then at the end I had like this bar ender. After that I added the step sound. I really love using these sounds. It's like that's like kinda typical for Detroit beats, that you're having like these step rolls. After that I added the leak perk. Also is like typical for these beats. Then I added this tubular bell with reverb and delay, and then here I had like, to make it more unique, more interesting, add some bounce. Then hit it with a triple hit at the end, and it's like just a delay and reverb mixed. Then I added like this typical say chant. No, it's like Pierre Byrne. Bro, I don't know. Yeah, this one also pretty cool. Added some open hats for a bit more bounce. And a simple trick is always have your open hats hit on full beats, like 5, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4. Yeah, it just gives them more bounce. 808, I wanted like a short and hard 808, like this run 808 is really tough. Really simple pattern also. As you can see, like my 808 pattern is just following the bass notes from my melody. And for example, if you want to make it more emotional, you can just, for example, add like a triplet grid as snuggle. For example, you can just add this D right here. Then you get like a bit more emotion, but I wasn't feeling this. I kind of wanted to be a bit more, yeah, like, I don't know, I guess kind of ignorant, not really emotional. And then I had like these kind of small hit bounce notes, I guess. Just liked how they sound. And then for my ender, I added then triplets note back here, quarter note triplets. Also, it's really interesting sometimes to just switch up the octaves of the 808, especially if you like at the end of your 4 or 8 bar pattern. It just makes it more interesting or bouncy. And my hi-hats, they're really simple. Got like 16 volts going into the snare here. Then again just added a 64th note triplet. And then back at the end just the same pattern. I just add like these 2 notes. And then another roll at the end. And then on my trumpers I got a kind of a soft clip that's like supercharger, just adds, especially if I like press this third button, just gives like some nice saturation. Sersky. And then for the beat drop, I just have my tag, like my unique FX sound here. Added like this F1 car racing sound as a transition. Yeah, that's like the full B. For the transition, I got like some unique here. I have my hi-hats playing into the hook and also my 808 drop into the hook, and it just sounded cool.
Make it swish, Adrian.